I'd always wanted to do stained glass. I had done silver jewelry probably 10, 15 years ago. But all my life I've really liked stained glass. I grew up in a Catholic church and we had stained glass windows everywhere. So everywhere we'd gone, we visited, saw beautiful stained glass. So I'd always wanted to try it. So right before I retired 3 years ago, I decided to do it. I wanted to have something to do after I retired. So got a couple of books from the bookstore on beginning stained glass and made the little pieces that they teach you how to make at the beginning, and then I got a couple of videos and just been going on ever since. It's pretty much a one-of-a-kind because you can never find the same two pieces of glass that will look exactly the same. You can use the same pattern that you create over and over again, but you can always change the glass colors and make it new and fresh. And I try to create and make things look a little bit different. I don't want them to, you know, I can make it look exactly like, you know, a standard piece that you see in a you know, an architectural book or whatever. But I like to change it and make it my own. You know, most of the colors are mixtures of different colors of materials that are heated and formed in the glass. So there's swirls and there's motion in the making of the glass, and you know, once you cut that one little piece out, you're not going to have another piece like that. To start with, you come up with a design. You know, somebody, either I'll do it or they'll come up with, you know, where they want a piece of glass, and we'll come up with a dimension. And then you basically make several copies of that. One of them is on a sort of a cardboard type stock, and you cut out the pattern on that so that each piece of glass is represented by a piece of this little manila folder type cardboard stuff. Then you pick your colors. You would lay the card onto the piece of glass, you mark it out, and then you cut the glass out to match each of those pieces. You lay it out on your board. I usually grind the edge of each of the pieces because it's still pretty sharp. And then you would start putting the caming in, which is a lead. It's kind of like, it's in the shape of an H mostly, or a C. The C goes on the outside edge, the H's go where there's two pieces of glass coming together, and they fit into the grooves of the H. Once you get that all together, then you go into the soldering phase where you solder each of those joints of cane, you know, all of the little junctions that, you know, where the cane meets each other, you have to solder that. And then once you flip it over and do the other side, and that takes a while. Then you let that dry, you clean it up, and you're pretty much finished, other than maybe putting some hangers or something like that on it. I think the designs are different. You know, people come to the craft shows and they say, well, we've seen a lot of stained glass artists, but we've never seen anybody do anything like that. You know, I like to create things, especially things that last. You know, like I said before, the stained glass piece, the piece itself, you know, can last centuries, and it's beautiful. It's just enjoyable to get, you know, when I bring it to them after I've finished the piece and first put it up, it's like they just, you know, wow, it's even more exciting than they thought. You know, you can draw it on paper and color it a little bit, but you can't ever get it to look like what the glass actually comes out looking.